Alright, so I forgot I was filming a video about this, but got our fuel pump rigged up now. I sadly pulled it off of that. It's whatever, I'll just get another one. But yeah, I guess we're gonna find out if this works, and then we could do a valve adjustment, all that good shit. And yeah, so let me get this tire just mounted up here, and then we're gonna try to start it. Alright, so the tire isn't mounted up, it's just on there for testing purposes, we'll say. Now where'd my brake clean go? I just saw it over there. It's like a jungle gym in here right now. Gotta fucking hop over everything. But compression. Is it pumping? Hard to tell if it's pumping or not. Here, I'm gonna undo the hose here. Oh, it was getting fuel. Okay, here, I'm just gonna see how strong it's pumping. Oh, yeah, that's strong. Came off a sled and well, it came off a dual cylinder sled too, so hopefully it's not too strong. But here, we're gonna give it more brake clean. Running, and I can't see that pump not being strong enough if it was able to run a snowmobile. So like, if that pump was working for a sled, it's gotta work for this. So I don't know, I'd say take it for a rip again and see if it stays running this time. So I'll get the rear plastics and the seat on, and then we'll go out. Don't want to forget about these. You know what, to be completely honest with you guys, I don't have the right size wrenches or sockets for these. I get them off of a screwdriver, and once the cotter key's in there, man, most of the time they come loose anyways. So just get it on as tight as you can with vice grips or whatever the fuck you got, and slap the cotter key in and you should be good. They're rarely ever tight anyways. I'm surprised this one was. Oh, those threads aren't the best. Yeah, fuck, those threads are bad, but I'm gonna get that on and then zip tie that up, and yeah. Okay, so hopefully nothing breaks because it's pretty fucking cold today, but yeah. This thing, when it first fires up, it just runs so good. Hopefully it can actually continue doing that this time. It should burn like a kid. It's nice because we got no snow. They're basically not enough for the floods, but too much for the dirt bikes and all my sites. Once I made, man, like this thing always died on the same corner, and the second I made it past that, it was just such a relief. Like, if I don't do the valves later or any other work, this might be the end of the video, but who knows. I guess I'll see you guys later. Alright, this thing like runs really good. I don't need to do anything else to it. The oil's clean and everything, but I think I'm gonna do a oil change and valve adjustment just because, and then I'm also gonna try to get the air box all put back together so it's not just an open intake. Later on, I might paint this. Or is that just oxidized? Huh, I might be able to clean that up without painting it. And it's gonna get a new seat cover eventually, but right now the seat don't even match. I'm not sure why. Like, I don't know if it's just worn out or what, but it won't latch no matter what I do. I mean, you know, I can kick it if I want to, but it don't change nothing. Maybe, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try hitting those back with the hammer. Okay, so I'm gonna try with the hammer first. Wait, let's try that. See if that makes sense. Oh, they're in front of it. They're in front of it, it's okay. Some welds on it and be easy on it. But see, there we go. Seat latches now. Fucking mint. And now, just like that, take it off. Now we actually have a seat that works. Perfect. Oh, I guess it did need the oil change. That's quite a bit blacker than I thought it was. But I'm just gonna look up valve specs and then we're gonna do that. This is always nice to see. Fucking self-tap or holding on the recoil. Get rid of that. Don't let you. And then, I guess it's only this bolt left, eh? Take that out. And then we should be able to see our time in there, and then we'll get those covers popped off. I'm pretty sure the coil is supposed to mount up right there. I don't get why the fuck someone would put a self-tapper through the head when you can mount it right there. There was no purpose. I don't know why they did that. Pretty fucking stupid if you ask me, but hey, whatever. We'll get her better. I think I'm gonna readjust the carb too. I think it's rich. I'm not 100% sure, but I have it I have the air fuel screw quite a bit out because it wasn't running right before. But now I've got it running better. I think I'm gonna do it so it's 1 3/4 out. That's what the factory manual calls for apparently. But first we're gonna do this valve adjustment here. It's probably gonna change up how it runs a ton. But yeah. Alrighty. You can't really see there. Oh, there you go, right there. That's the T for top dead. So it should be in time right now, unless we're 180 out. Or does that matter with valves? I don't even remember. But if it won't run, then basically we just need to make it so it's 180 degrees the other way. But yeah, now I guess I'll just fill up the oil again. Get some oil in there so I don't forget later, and then do the valves. And then, what's this look like here? Oh, that's adjusted perfectly. Sweet. Alright. Yep. So looking at this now, I think the oil was overfilled before actually, but I keep fucking changing my mind. We're gonna do the valves first, because to get the oil circulating after we clean out the filter, we're gonna have to start it and to do the valves, the fucking covers off. So valves first, then oil. All right, so 17 was the best fit I found for the valve caps, but mine are all stripped out. But yeah, 17 seems to be the best. I'm gonna see if there's something better. If I can't get these off, they're pretty fucking stripped. Might have to use vice grips. All right, so that was a fucking close one. It is completely stripped out. I mean, I had to grab my nicest set of fucking vice grips just to get it to come off. This one wasn't stripped out at all, but still, none of my fucking sockets fit it, so I had to use vice grips on that too. But hey, they're loose now, and we're able to adjust it. But fuck, I was worried this one wasn't coming out, but hey, it came out. So another way to tell if you're 180 out or not is lift your valves. If they're not loose, then you're probably 180 out. If they're super tight with no play, then you're probably out. So, no play. No play. We're gonna find out if that is because, could either be because we're 180 out or they're just that tight and really need to be done. So I'll pull the decompression here. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be back when I have it 180 the other way. Alright, if anything, they seem even tighter now and more close, so we're gonna go 180 out yet again and then adjust them. It's hard to see without my flashlight on, so. Okay, so it turns out last time we tried to go 180, we went 360 because I don't know if you can hear that clicking, but they have these slice little bit of play now. That one's looser, that one's tighter, and then we got this set to 10 millimeters, so that's about in between what the manual says. That feels pretty good, so I'm gonna say this one's probably tight. If I can get this down in there. Both valves are in spec, so we're good to go. That was a waste of time apparently. But yeah, they are both in spec. Nothing wrong with them. I mean, this one's a little bit looser, this one's a little bit tighter, but you know, they're still about there, I'm sure. This one's probably about 0.8 or 0.9, and this one's probably like 0.12 or 0.13, which is both fine. I mean, no point in messing with it if it's fine for now. I don't need to push the most power out of this machine. It's most likely going to be either sold or for my grandpa or for my sister, so I don't give a fuck to waste my time doing that. But yeah, we'll see you when we're filling up the oil. I already put the drain plug back in. Alright, so it's probably annoying me saying I'm gonna go do something and doing something completely different, but I got the coil mounted up and I just zip tied these wires because they were all hanging down here, and I mean, who wants to see that, right? There's this ground, but it was only connected to here and nowhere else, so I just took that out. Well, should be fine if it wasn't connected to anything, right? I don't know what that cable's for, but figure it out eventually, I guess. Zip tie that's not even together. Yeah, so now pull the oil filter out, get that clean, put it back in, fill the oil, put the starter back on, and get the airbox all ready to go. And then I'd say it's done mechanical wise for this shit. Oh, our chain is pretty loose, but is it? Let me get back there. The best, you know, some of these machines just have a lot of slack up there, and you gotta come back here and see how far it comes off the sprocket. Yeah, see, that's fine. You know, it may look like a lot here. You know, that looks like a fuck ton of chain slop, but come back here. Normally, once it gets to here, able to pull off here, I'll adjust it. It's fine to have a loose chain on these, man. I mean, they were made to be abused. There's no point in wasting my time doing that right now. And felt the self-tapper in there. Hell of a lot less noticeable. That looks better if you ask me. I mean, obviously it still sucks that there's head damage, but you know what? It's not that bad. And yeah, now I'm gonna go do what I've been saying I'm gonna do for how long. Let's move that over and then. Her dame was holding the camera. Here we go. Try my best not to drop it. And I'm gonna use 2 hands for this. I think I might wait till tomorrow and buy a new oil filter. That's getting pretty nasty. So yeah, what else can I do to this in the meantime? I mean, I don't really know. I can try to find a nut for the key, but I've already been looking and I haven't been able to find one. It looks like there's supposed to be a tail light, and I would check to see if I have one that fits, but I don't even see any wires running back to it. I mean, you know, there's not really nothing there. So I don't know, I might get rid of this brake on the front, because there's no front brakes. It goes to the rear brake, and the cable's obviously done for. So who knows? You know, it's just a little camp machine if I keep it, so it don't need to be perfect. I want to find those wires though, if they're still there. I mean, I could slap all the plastics back on properly, but this air filter cage is kind of broken there. I think a pin's supposed to run through there. I don't know. Here, actually, we're gonna grab this to see if it's even possible to mount it up properly in the shape it's in. I mean, that's pretty. It's not the best. Oh yeah. And I guess the little pin just goes through there, and kind of want to get the rest of the snow out of there first, but I could just scoop it out. Alright, yeah, I'll do that and I'll be back. Alright, so I decided to spray it down with brake clean and work that in to clean it up a little bit, but I'm thinking maybe I should put some JB plastic weld on this. I mean, it's broken down there. I'm gonna get the flashlight on. Okay, so as you guys might be able to see, broken right there, and then it's broken on the underneath here. So I mean, the air filter's not really gonna be sealing at all. So I don't know, should I get some plastic weld for that, or maybe even I can ask one of my buddies if they have a whole new air box. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do, but there's not much. I mean, now we're waiting on an oil filter, and yeah, it's not like we can run it until then. I mean, I guess I could put the recoil back on, maybe get the front plastics bolted up nice, clean up that headlight maybe. Yeah, maybe I should start working on some other stuff here. I finally have the head for the Tri-Moto. I could get that running soon. It's just there's not much room, obviously. I mean, it looks like there's a lot more than there is. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get this thing in and out of here, really. Like, there's a bit, the wheels touch this and rub on the foot peg at the same time. It looks like there's a lot more room than there is, but yeah. But The tri-moto heads are a pain in the ass to rebuild, so I already have the one that's on it and another one. But I got another one that's supposed to not burn any oil, hopefully. And then I guess he gave me a okay looking cylinder too. I think it might be a 225 cylinder, he said, but it looks like a 200. I don't know. This would be running, but we stole the fuel pump for it and put it on this. And what else was wrong with it? Oh, the key switch. Key switch is no good. I know it looks like the throttle's sticking, but once it's running, it doesn't. Once it's running, the pressure brings it back. You can see, obviously, it's not sticking by much because I can force it back in like that and it doesn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, guess I'm gonna try to figure out what to do now.